Okay, the dream started off like this. It was like we had found some type of ritual. It was some type of maybe like a spell or something, or but it was definitely a ritual. You were supposed to perform this ritual to, I believe it like unlocked the veil between this life and the next, or between earth and heaven, or however you want to perceive it. But it was like we believed if we performed this ritual, that we would be able to talk to my mom that had passed away, and the connection between the two worlds would be accessible. Anyways, it started off, we took off on this journey to some remote place. I don't know where it was, I don't remember that, but I do know that my brother and my sisters were there in the dream, and it was like we had agreed to do this ritual or at least head out on the journey. We felt strongly to go ahead and proceed, go there and play out this ritual thing. Um, but the ritual required someone to voluntarily someone had to volunteer to basically die as part of the ritual. It was like this was our understanding of it at the time. And we headed out to the place that we were headed to, and as we were already on the journey, we ran into this lady at some building, and then some place there along the way that we'd stopped to spend the night, and she had basically, you know, said to us that she was the volunteer person to die on this ritual. From our understanding of it. And so that she said like she felt like that she was supposed to do this. So we had proceeded even further, and there was a campground. I think at our next stop that we stopped at. Um, and there was some crazy stuff going on. People had been killed. There were in the campground, quite a few people had been killed, and they had caught the guy that had done it. You know what I mean? And apparently, this guy had killed a number of people, maybe in the hundreds. You know what I mean? And they caught him there at this particular campground on our journey, and he had killed them all like with a knife. You know what I mean? Like each one at a time or something. It was some weird thing. And but anyways, we met another group that was there at the campground that had helped with the capture of this guy. And they came to us and said, we know what you're doing, and you don't have the whole story. You know what I mean? The whole story is you represent the light. We represent the dark. Our group represents the dark. And while there is supposed to be someone that volunteers to sacrifice themselves, the willing component, there's also supposed to be another person that gets sacrificed on the dark side that is the unwilling component. And that person has to be someone that had murdered several people. And we chose this particular person and tried to catch them because he had apparently killed hundreds of people with his own hands. You know what I mean? So they had caught him, and he was supposed to be the dark side sacrifice. They also indicated that the light side sacrifice, ours, was likely supposed to survive. It was like she was either supposed to come to the edge of death and come back, or she was supposed to die and be brought back to life. You know what I'm saying? In this ritual. So the murderer who killed hundreds of people was supposed to die, and the other one was the one on our side, which was supposed to be the side of light, had to die and come back to life. I believe was the overall deal. Anyways, after meeting up with this group, which represented the dark, is what they claimed, and that we represented the light, that we continued on to the destination, and that's all I woke up somewhere at that point. Don't remember, but I do remember that was the complete ritual. I mean, there was details about, I don't remember all the details how the ritual was supposed to take place, but I do remember the main points. That's all. Anyways, there were probably a few other details that aren't crystal clear in my brain right now, but that's the whole thing. Anyways, just want to record it.